Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good bloody evening. Welcome to the official launch of Shapez 2 entering 1.0. It's finally here. It's been into early access for a couple of years now, and they've brought some goodies with it. For example, they've now brought a new game mode called Manufacturer Mode, where the vortex is no longer, and you've got to use other methods to build your factories. They've also added achievements now, and they've also added official modding support, which is now available via Steam, and also a bunch of quality of life improvements. And I want to give a massive thank you to Tosper Games for sponsoring this video. And if you are interested, I'll put a link in the description and the pinned comment if you want to pick it up for yourself. So we have a bunch of licenses here that we can actually acquire. The last time I played this was a while ago. This was before the actual Dimensions update. So there's a lot of things in here that's going to be new to me. So let's officially start a brand new game, and we're going to have our first recommendation. So we have certification, we have classic, and we have manufacturer. This is the new manufacturer mode. So what it does is recommended after playing the classic mode. Your vortex imploded. Process dimensional waste through trade stations to collect refined shapes and rebuild your platform at the Vortex Grand Assembler. But maybe I'm going to look at this in another video, but we're definitely going to start off with a classic, and we do have our licenses. So with my brain, I have to start with regular. I would like to go straight to hexagonal or go with insane, but because I feel like we need to work these in order, I've got to start with the classic. So I'm going to call this Shapez 2, and I'll just put S1 for Season 1. We also have the difficulty, relaxed, normal, challenge, and custom. I think I'm going to go with custom, put the multiplier to 200%, platform capacity multiplier 100, and copy and paste for free. Confirm, bada bing, bada boom. Map generation. Oh, maybe we don't do these. I'm not going to touch this. We've also got challenges as well. No alternate rotators, no splitters, no trash, trains derail. Only 1x1 machine platforms, no straight stackers and no cutters. Oh boy, that is going to be spicy. Right, so let's play and let's launch into the game. And we have our contract. Factory assignment. Welcome, fresh operator. Congratulations again on earning your operator license. Not everyone makes it through the operator certification program, you know. Vortex Limited really needs you here. Demand for shapes has been higher, and we're running behind schedule. Your task is straightforward. Deliver the requested shapes to the Vortex as efficiently as possible. Prove yourself and you'll unlock access to new technologies and expand your operation. This is a standard simulation. Nothing too crazy. Build smart, scale up, and you'll do just fine. And we also have, I will not build any spaghetti factories. Correct. I will never, ever do that. Right, and we're in. So we can already see we have some colours around us, some basic pieces. We have our circles, squares, and everything here. And you might have noticed we now have dark mode. So when you go into settings and go to general, we can see dark mode has been activated. If we disable it, it gives us the generic white here. But I'm going to save your guys the eyeballs for those who are cozy up in bed right now. So let's do that. And go back to nighttime mode. So I feel like we've got to do our first shape, right? We need to bring in our first red semicircle, and we need to bring in a square. So I don't think we can do any painting just yet, but we do have access to the semicircle here, and we also have the square here as well, so we might have to build some highways straight off the bat. Also, disclaimer, this will be the official start of this playthrough. This video will be getting released on release day, which is if you're watching it right now, but I'll also be live streaming in the continuation of when we end this video over on the live stream, so them links will also be in the description. So first up, let's grab this section. So we are going to need to put a platform down. We've also got dimensions now, so we can actually go up in layers. We can have 3 stacks now, which is pretty neat. So let's get a platform down. Then we're also going to need to put a miner down, right? And then we need to add the additional pluses on this so we can extract them. So then we can pull out 4 different sections. And then from here, we can then start, well, first up, we need to cut this in half, don't we, just to get this half circle. Right, so let's get our little extractors down. Let's put all these on either side. And then we're just going to simply just grab all of these and just start sending them over this way. like so. And take that way, take that way, and then over there. And then from here, we actually need to start cutting it now. So if we actually put down a cutter here, we can see what it's going to do. So we can see that it's going to be coming as a full circle, but on the output side, it's going to give me the red circle I need, well, the red semicircle. So what we need to do is just grab these and just make sure that we are sending them where we need to do. So if I was to bring you up, and we're just going to get 3 cutters, right? Because if we look here, it says for 1 like machines per full belt, and because this is a full belt, it even tells us that we need 3 cutters to actually be efficient. So we're going to put 3 of these down. We're going to put 3 more here, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're just going to do this like so we can get all of these cut. It's so easy and satisfying to use. And now that we've got all of that, we just need to send them to our platform. So we're just going to zoom out, and then our interface will down here will change, and we're just going to add a highway. And we're just going to take that all the way over here like this. This has totally changed from the last time I played it. They've actually got, you can see now, this is tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And I'm going to guess that's going to reflect basically on what layer we're on, I would presume. Oh, actually, no, it won't be, will it? It'll be how many layers inside of here. Because we can take up these, and then we could unlock a 3rd layer later on the line, I'm pretty sure. Right, but anyway, now we've got this, let's start sending these towards our vortex. There we go, start getting that. That'll start going onto here. So we can see them on the actual belt down here. So they are on the 1st layer, and we can see them all coming in. But then if I zoom out, you can kind of see them in a bigger, so you know visually from when you're zoomed out that which one's which. And then from here, we're just going to go from there straight into you. And now that's done, we just now need to wait and get the next shape, which is this one. I'm actually going to grab this one here because I feel like this one's going to be a bit more flexible than the one here, because then we're not using the diagonal pieces. What, they're like a little, it's like a little axe. So again, let's just get a platform down. Like so. Let's get our miner down. Let's make sure we add our additional items to this. And then on here, we're going to do exactly the same. So again, if I'm not mistaken, couldn't I just go over here, go onto this, do all of that, and then just copy it? Yeah. Control-C it. We can Control-C it, and then... Where's my space gone again? Here it is. And I can just bring this here, just like that. I can even save it as a blueprint, so I can copy it to clipboard. So now that we have this, we need to then cut this. So we're going to need to cut this twice, and we're going to need to rotate it as well. So let's bring in... Oh, that's the wrong way. So let's right-click on that. Let's get our belt over here. Let's get you guys going in. So we already know we need to cut, and then if I was to cut it again, it's not going to cut, so we'll need to rotate it. And then cut again, and then that's going to give us the 1 blue square left. So we need to do exactly what we did before, except this time we are going to go with cut, 6 there again, and then rotate across all of these, and then cut again on all of these, and that should give us what we actually need. There we go. So now we can see that's all going into there, and then we're just going to do what we did before, which is just kind of take these into here, just like this. Bada bing, bada bosh. So let's get our highway up, so let's just zoom out a little bit, and go to here, and we're just going to take this all the way into this spot, and then we're just going to connect this up. Oh, let's make sure I zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Let's get them into there. We can already see the semicircles of the red ones already going in. You probably would have already clocked that by the interface up here, but we can see them going in. So we just need to achieve 2,500. We're just currently waiting on the blue ones to come through. They're going to take a little bit of time, and we don't have trains just yet anyway. So what we could do is we could look up here and look at the milestones. So we can already see that we're going to need full red circles next, and we're going to need this. So it's pretty simple, because all we really need to do, we have 4 lines of these semi-red circles, right? So we can just merge two lines together to equal this one. So we'll need to rotate, flip, and then stack it. And then eventually we're going to need to combine these with these ones. We can also look at the jobs if there's any challenges we want to do in the meantime whilst we're waiting for milestones to be done. And we also have the shop as well. So we can speed multiplier, vortex inputs, and all of this will be reflective as well. So if I upgrade the speed, they will actually be reflective in here. So when I go down to put a rotator and it says I can put one rotator on 2 belts, so one belt can actually go to 2 rotators, it'll actually reflect on here maybe like 1 to 3. So every 1 belt it'll go to 3. So always keep an eye on that, especially if you don't want to be doing any form of efficiency checkers and all this kind of stuff. Because the stackers, you can see for every 1 full belt, we can actually put 6 stackers down. So you don't need to do any calculation and going, oh, I've got 60 per minute. These are actually doing 10 per minute per machine. Right, so we can see that blue and red are now officially going into there. We just need to kind of wait for these to be done. We could start working on another challenge, but for the sake of now, I want to kind of make sure we start getting prepared for the red. So back down here, we are probably just going to use this same platform, and we're just going to merge these 6 together. So it's a full circle, and then we're going to do the same here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one side, and then I'm going to duplicate it and copy it and flip it and put it on the other side, so it saves us time. Right, so we're about to hit the objective, and boom, quota complete. Beautiful. Right, so now we need to achieve 4,000. Because we have got it set to 200%, this is going to take a little bit longer, of course. But we all like the adjustables in regards to milestones. So I think what we're going to do is we are just going to do a delete all her area here. And then, like I said, we want to start merging these together, right? So first of all, we need to rotate these twice. So we're just going to go rotate, rotate, rotate. We'll do the same for this one as well. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And then we'll do it again. So now we have this one on the top side of the circle, this one on the bottom. And then we need to now go with the stacking. So I'm just going to get the stackers, and I'm just going to put down these here. So we need 6 per each line. We're going to merge these together like so. Take them down. Come along here. We're going to press E and take this up, and then these can start stacking on each other. Like that. Oh, pressed escape when I didn't need to. And now, on this side, we have the full circle. So if we just come out here, we can actually send that down there. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Shift, click and drag. I'm going to press Control-C. And then I'm going to press... Is it F to flip? It is. And then rotate that down there. Just like that. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at that. There we go. Now we're making full circles. So we need to achieve... The next one is to start stacking these together. And then after this one, if I'm not mistaken, we need to get this red line and then this blue line. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to detach them from this section here and bring it into a little section here. Or we could combine them here if we want to, but I don't want to do that because we only have one vortex. And it's ideal not to build on these platforms here. So this is just as what I learned in the past, is not to really build factories on this section. Is use this as a platform for your belts, because eventually you're going to unlock more avenues here, and then you're going to unlock more inputs into your vortex here. So it's ideal to have factories out in the open and then start sending and distributing them where they need to go to. And then you're going to create distribution hubs for your trains and logistics and all that to kind of go to as well. Right, but one line of the circles are coming in. We just now need to wait on the blue, which is nearly done, 150 away. There we go. Boom, quarter complete. Beautiful. So now we need to do exactly the same with what we did over there, but on this side. So I'm just going to shift and right click on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do what we have over here. I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to copy and paste that. And then I am just going to rotate that there. Oh, I've just kind of realized we have a bit of a problem there, don't we? Because if we look at the stacked, that's the output is going to be, and that's not the shape we want. So let's kind of build this manually. Oh, because we need to rotate this again. So what I need to do, we can see that there. Let's rotate them, and now let's put the stackers in. So let's go with 6 there, 6. Actually, couldn't I just... Oh, I tried checking my clipboard, but I didn't put it into clipboard, right? So if I come down here, grab all of these, and I can attach that to the clipboard, can't I? So I can clone the section. Copies the blueprint to your clipboard so you can share it with others. But then I just realized I can press Ctrl-V and pull it back out again. So now if we do it that way, We connect that to there and then bring this in and this in. We can now see that's there. So with this being a green tick, one thing you'll notice, because it says valid, this is an objective. So even if I don't have an objective in here, it will still tell me that this is a future objective. So you can send stuff like early or pre-build things. So let's get that being attached to that. Oh, I just realized I need to attach them two together. I wonder why this line was inefficient up here. These wasn't attached. I think I remember doing that a while ago. Always forgetting, even though there's a UI indicator saying, like, hey, Bitz, this is not working effectively. Right, so now that we've got this, we've got a bit to go. So let's have a look at doing a challenge. So let's go up into jobs, and we can see we have this piece, which is just the mushroom, and we can send that, and we do have that here, actually. We have this little piece here, so we're just going to grab this one. So again, let's just put... Actually, no, let's just copy it from here, right? Let's just do that. Control-C that. Make my life a little easier by doing that. Easy peasy. Right, so now what we need to do is bring these into here, like so, and then if I was to cut it, what's going to cut off that? It's going to be the blue. If I was to rotate it and then cut, it's going to be the red. So if I was to rotate it again and then cut, it'll give me that piece. But what if I was to rotate it again and then cut it? It'll give me the blue piece. So what we need to do is we need to cut it from here, and then we need to get rid of the red. So we need to basically do this. We could have a look into the shop and look at maybe getting... Well, we don't actually have the points for it yet because we need research credits. And we do this by completing jobs and increasing your operator level grants credits. Use them to unlock new shop technologies and whatnot. So that's what we need to do to this. So if we do some jobs here, this one's going to give me 100, where the milestone itself, if I'm not mistaken, gives me something. But we can work on our jobs. So let's just get this piece going. So we're going to put this down. So, well, not exactly that. We need to rotate. We need to bring them in. And if I was to cut that, yeah, we can't do that. So let's just rotate it again. We go for a cut again. And then we just need to do that exactly twice, right? Grab all of that. Flip that, rotate it around. Bring that in to these. And then we're going to need to rotate it again. And then cut, which will give us that piece. Yeah. So let's rotate all the way again. And then cut. I just realized I should have really pinned that there so I can see the shape on this side. It would be nice to try and get the other rotator, because if we look into the shop, we can see there is a reverse rotator. So it saves me putting 3 of the rotators down to turn it for like 90 degrees. So now we just need to rotate one of these 3 times to get it into this position, and then we can stack. So then we're going to go with the stackers, because then we can put that here, bring all these together down here like that, and then bring all of you guys up here, and all you can start stacking together. And then we can send that down here. And then let's put them on a highway and get them going to the vortex. I tell you what, once you get used to the quality of life features and the controls, it's so nice. I just realized which one did I put it in? It's that middle one. Okay. So I need to make sure I use the correct one here. There we go. But at least we can get that going. So that's 1,500 we need of that. We're near enough halfway. We're about 45% the way through that. So let's have a look at some other jobs we can do. We have this one, which is this one we have over here, which is this piece. So let's go back into jobs, and let's pin that one, and let's get this one going as well. So we just need to cut this in half. And then I'm guessing I could throw it onto this, right? Throw it onto this highway, so then that's coming in. So let's just grab all of this. Let's Control-C that. Throw that in there. We don't need this bit entirely. Oh, what am I doing? I want to be doing that. Right, so I'm pretty sure we can just cut it, yeah. So we're just going to go cut, and then cut. Like that, and then we can just send this. But what I would like to do is I would like to merge these together and get it onto this highway. Actually, hold on. Could I not just zoom out here and take that onto that highway there? And we can just do that. So they're still going on the correct path here. And if I was to put these I will need to put these on a higher tier, right? And these will go on to 2, right? Because these have already got the assigned lanes here. Because if I was to send this on tier 1, they'll actually combine with this and this won't be an efficient line. But saying that, I could connect it onto tier 1 and 2 here. So if I was just to do this, that should work. Because we're not using lane 1 and 4, we're using 2 and 3 on this one. Which means these now will go on to lane 1 on the inside lane, and then we should have on the outside lane. So we won't bottleneck these up, but now we're utilising this, what we've already got laid down, to make this efficient. Deliver 10,000 shapes to your vortex. Hell yes. There we go. We can see the other pieces now coming into this line. And that'll go into there, because we only need the 2, right? So we're 2,500 left of this. We've got, well, 1,500 left, sorry. We're still about 40% of the way through that. And then we've started on this one now. So let's have a look at some other jobs we can do. So we've done that. We have this red and this piece, which again is just off this one here, isn't it? So we could just copy this and then just send it along here. This is only using 1 line. So let's just grab all of this here. Control-C that and paste it in. And then we are going to just remove all of this and reset what we need to here. So if we was to just cut it straight off the bat, it's going to be the blue piece. If we was to rotate it and then cut, it's just the red piece. If we rotate again and then cut, it's going to be the piece we actually want. So if we go into jobs, let's make sure we pin that one now as well. So let's remove that. I just realised, did I check the efficiency of these? Because this... Did I put 3 down for these? I did, I just realised that. I didn't... Me being a spoon over here. I suppose it really doesn't matter because everything's still pushing through anyway. Yep. I've definitely made this line inefficient. Right, anyway. So let's get them into there. Because like I said, 1 line actually goes to 2 over here. So I've already made it inefficient. So let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, let's not put them together like that. Because then I'm going to be cutting it. I want to be rotating it again, actually, don't I? Rotating it again and then cut it, which is that's the piece we want. Yeah. And then from there, we can then cut these down. So we can merge these together and then get them cut. See, that's exactly what we want right there. So let's now grab all of this and then paste that here. And we do the same for that. Beautiful. Just connect them up to there. And we have these pieces. So we already know we need to get in a highway to go into that section. Because this is inefficient. it's getting there anyway. I'm gonna change this up. We'll put this on to 2 lines coming in, right? What's being consumed right now? It is the middle one. So if we do these 2, so we'll go with you. Then we'll get all of you guys to come over here and go onto that one. Let's remove that. Wait, no, I could use 4 lines here. What am I talking about? What am I talking about here? There we go. That's what we can do. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to take them over here, and we're going to take them up onto another level. You know? So that's what I'm going to do. Take you into there, and then we can just attach that onto there, which then should go onto the second layer. And that's them pieces. Right, let's fix my problem here, because clearly this was a terrible idea. So let's remove all of this, and let's reset on this. So first up, we needed to, was it rotate, then cut? It was. So let's just start with this layer. So we're going to rotate. So I'm going to take this over here, and we're going to rotate it twice. And then rotate again, and then cut. Which is what we needed. And then from here, we needed to rotate again, and cut, wasn't it? Yes. So we'll rotate again, and then cut, and then that's 1 line there. There we go. So let's copy this. Paste them over there like that. And then we have that. And then we have these pieces. All right, this is exactly what we needed. So we have one line, then you guys coming out here. Yeah. And then from here, I needed to rotate these lines again, right? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring these down here. I'm going to rotate again. I could really just do it straight off the bat. I'm just trying to be more complicated than I need to be. Just to make things look a little pretty. Alright, so now we've got this. Let's get these stacked. So we're going to throw these down here. You guys are going to come up here. And you're going to merge there. You guys are going to... Oh! Nice! I'm not going to lie, that did jump scared me a little bit. And get them to go into there, and then they can stack. And then what couldn't this go on to? Oh no, this can go onto both of them. So let's that go onto there. And then do exactly what we've got over on this side. So let's just grab that. And then place that in there. Boom. I've just realised I've done this wrong again. I've done this wrong again. It's doing the lines, it's just not efficient. Hey, let me off, okay? Let me off. It happens to the best of us. I'm now going to leave that to do what it needs to, to do anyway, because I know for a fact I'm going to have to come back to this and change it up. Right, but what was the next thing we need? We have got a job collected, so let's collect our points from that. Rotated, stacking, nice. So then we need to do this piece, but then rotate that onto that, and then kind of do like a weird square piece. Oh boy, it's literally 7:25 AM, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I'm not even had coffee yet. Right, so we know we need to put this circle, what we currently have, on top of this square. So we need to get this square to now stack on top of each other to make a full square on the bottom, and then we can put the circle on top of it. So that's the plan. So we're going to shift all of this. Oh, wrong key. We're going to do that. We need to get you down. We are going to grab all of you. Oh, did not want to do that. I wanted to bring all of you to there and then take you along there. And then we want to get all of you to come along. Oh, no, we need to rotate. Which one we need to rotate, don't we? Just realised. I need to rotate twice. Yeah, we need to do it that way. So then we have the stackers here. So I can just do it there. You can come straight down here into these. You'll come along here, go up here, and stack into there. Which then means we have the full squares available. Nice. So we can put this onto 2. Yeah. So let's put this onto position 2. Oh, just realised that's not connected. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pull it from here. So number 2, right? Yeah. So I'm just going to get it built over here just to get this shape out the way. So we're going to remove this piece. I'm just going to bring that up. And then we're just going to take it all the way over to our red side. Over here. Quite an extreme length to go down. We don't need this piece. And then we just need to stack. Get 6 of them. Blue is on the bottom. Red needs to go onto the top. So let's remove this. Take that out. Take it up. Take it across. There we go. And then that's the piece we need. And then we're just going to send that through to you. There we go. Here comes the squares. Right, the next thing we want to do is get this one. So where is our... So it's this piece is over here, isn't it? Yeah. So let's remove this. Oh, that's the wrong mouse button, Bitzy. We then need to rotate you. So we need the blue to be on top of the grey. As we can see here, right? We need blue to be on top of grey. That's how it needs to connect. I don't know if that really matters, but we're just going to do it that way. So it needs to be that way. So we're just going to throw you... Oh, that's the wrong way. Like that. Bada bing, bada bosh. And then we're just going to get the stacker and throw you down there. You guys are going to go... Oh, you guys need to go on the top. So we'll just get you to go along here. You guys are going to go in on the bottom. You guys... I just realised I've done it that way. Take you along there. And then you guys can stack on top of each other then. So that's how it's going to look, which is exactly what we need. And then let's just double check on here. We can send it down here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, there it is. Send you onto there, and then get that milestone going. We're about to hit... Wait. Did I really stop the blue one from doing the blue one for this? Oh my... Let's put that into the... There we go. I just realised because of that one there, we jumped ship and went to that one. So let me just send, well, what, 40, 60, 63 pieces? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Right, that should be enough, I think. I'm only guessing here. There we go. Right, there we go. So we've now got this piece been going in, and we should hopefully have enough to get that one completed as well. We should have. But it goes without saying, I have kind of merged them two lines together. But it's fine. It's all going to the same destination. And I've already cut this one off. Hopefully I've just got an additional 40 on this line to just complete this milestone. One more. There we go. Quarter complete. Nice. Now we're just going to wait for that line to just flush out. Right, so I want to check actually if they've got any new milestones. Because they've got fluids and painting. This is where liquids come in and get into it. We've got trains. Remember, tune into the live streams if you want to see this, because I am going to be continuing on with this. So we have the fluids and paints things, the trains, pin pushers. I remember pin pushers, color mixing. Okay. Third space level, which allows us to, like I said earlier, crystals. Okay. Train vortex delivery, so you can deliver the trains into the vortex, like literally full send it. Full clearance. Trade stations. I don't know about this one. I don't know if I've done this one before. Beyond the vortex, deep operations, and expert operator, vortex singularity, and then claim, and that's where you get the reward. Right, so I thought we'll jump back to the main menu and actually have a look at the manufacturing mod. Oh, you again. Remember that little incident with your vortex? Yeah, we're fixing that today. Okay. Got a little video going on here. So, oh yeah, look, the vortex has gone from here. We've got this machine now. This is your dimensional waste receiver. All that dimensional waste has gone somewhere. And that somewhere is your problem now. Okay. Process the waste at polishing stations, then trade the results at trade stations for refined shapes. Right. Rebuild your vortex platform, and we'll consider giving you a real simulation again. No pressure. Okay, so build a polishing station to start processing the waste. So it's literally just a central building that has, what, 10 outputs. And we've got to process this. I'm guessing all of these are going to be full as well, aren't they? They are. So we're going to build a polishing station. So that's an asteroid miner. We have a trade station. So we have your typical miner stuff here, which is used for this. And then we have trade stations. Polishing. So what do we do with this? Just build it and start processing the waste. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, so this has the input of these pieces. Take the waste from the dimensional waste receiver, cut it, and deliver it to the... Oh! Okay. So this wants this be... Okay, so if I was just to get rid of that, we have all of these shapes down here as well. So let's put down a platform. And I think what we're going to have to do... Well, first, we should really build that out. So we can see we have 2 layers of the items, and then we just need to cut them and send them. So let's just put a full platform down. Like that, and then on here we can just start sending things up. So we do need to do a bottom layer and a second layer. So it does want us to cut it, so let's just do that. And then we are using cut, so it is 3. Belts are still 120 per minute. Okay. So we're going to put 3 of these down. So let's just kind of just get these cut. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's just do that. Just like that. And now we have them cut. Bada bing, bada bosh. That's the item we need. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go up a layer. And then we're just going to do exactly the same. So I'm just going to grab all... Oh, I'm just going to grab all of this. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to take it up above and just do that. Nope, because it's not directly on top of it. That's the one I want. So then I can get a belt. I can get them to come over here like this. Just so then I can send these over. This doesn't actually need to be a big one either. So let's just go back out into the space. And then let's put one of these down. So we can grab that and put that into there. Beautiful. This is definitely definitely too big for what we need. That's not right. That is... I'm just trying to keep it nice and tidy. Let's just do that. Start getting these into there. Like this. Then we also need to do it for the top layer as well, don't we? So we get these 3 to go into these 3. And then same for these ones also. Boom. So now that we've done that, that'll go straight into this. And we need to send 2,500 into there. So what I'm going to do now is, because we can go up ahead here, can we put another one of these on top of? Oh, we can. So what I could do then is I can just grab all of this, Control-C that, and build it on top directly there. And we've instantly just doubled our production. So that should make us fly towards 2,500 now. And what I might do, actually, just because memes, Control-C that, rotate that around there. Let's get this milestone done instantly, shall we? This is about to start flying up in a minute to get to 2,500. But then we have something here, which is going to be an output of something, which we don't know what yet. We do have, like, shops. We don't have jobs, though, do we? Oh, we have trades. Oh, so that it's going to give us this item. Oh, okay. So that's the item it's going to give us. It's basically that. Oh, so yeah, it's just, we are just polishing it. Okay. So it's the same shape, but polished. But this is starting to fly up now just because of the sheer amount of items we have going into it. It's so quick for 2,500. And done. Beautiful. Right, so now if we look at the milestones, we can now unlock this. So, Ruby and trains. We've instantly unlocked trains. Polished waste is a start, but the traders want more. Process it further at the Ruby station to produce genuine rubies. This also unlocks trains. You'll need them to move ships across your operation efficiently. From garbage to gemstones, what a career. Unlock content. Ruby, donation station. Trains, red color, 11 shop items, 600 research credits, operator level, Ruby station shape transport, immediate stop, and 375 platform capacity. Nice. So now we've got all them. It's just took me straight into the codex. So then we have trains. Yeah, we know how trains work. Oh, wait, can we... Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize we can do that in the codex. I'm kind of curious now if there's other... like, things we can actually build from inside here. Kind of like that. Pretty useful. Right, so now we need to build a Ruby station. So for Ruby station, this is a little bit of a different shape. So we need to put in, well, these pieces, but then also your generic pieces that you start off in the, like, kind of classic of the game. So we need to get squares and circles. And we have a circle over here. We have a square here. And I can see now why we unlock trains straight away. Because we're definitely going to need to get trains to be set up. Start bringing these two together. Like, we don't need it, but trains be trains. And then we need to start merging these pieces together as well. So what I'm going to do is going to get this done here now. So let's get down some platforms. Let's just do that, that, and that. Actually. Oh, I should have kept the middle one. Let's keep the middle one. Let's make a suspicious shape. And then on here, we'll just use this as a merging platform. I didn't need to put these down here, because we can just get these to come around here. Like so. Oh, wait, we had two... No, we didn't have 2 layers going. Oh, we did have 2 layers going into each one, didn't we? Totally forgot about that. So let's just copy all of that. Because we're going to have to do some turning and some stacking here. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get that one. Control-C that. Flip it. Wait, I can copy that, right? Oh, I thought it was going to keep the contents on it as well. Ah, okay. So let's just put that down then. Go into here. Copy that. Flip that. Rotate it. Bada bing, bada bosh. Like so. So now what... Oh, crap. Good job I can press Control-Z. There you go. In case you didn't know. Right, so... First of all... We're going to rotate. So each line can rotate and go into 2 of these. So can I just go like... let's just do you and you. I'm just going to do it like that. Super simple. Right, they're all rotated. Right. Oh, liftoff. Launch a trading rocket in the manufacturing... Oh! I didn't even see that. Right, so now we've got that. We're going to need to rotate again. So let's just add another rotation to each of these. Like that. And then from here, we then need to start stacking. You know what? I think to make it easier on myself here is I'm just going to do it that way and then merge these 2 together. I think that's just going to be easier way and we can just duplicate that on top. You know what I mean? That would be the best way to do. Let's do it from here. So let's go to there. Let's do 6 of them. Merge them together. Just do that. And then you can come out, go up, and then into that. Alright, so you're making them shapes for me. Beautiful. Alright, can I... Oh, let me change you up. So let's copy this. And build exactly the same here. Then we can bring this around then, can't we? Can bring that around just like that. Now we're making that shape. Now we've got that. Because all you need to do is once you've got one built, it's just so much easier. Because now we can do the same for that. And to be honest, I should get... them over here like this. And then for these ones, I'll have to do that a little differently. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. No. Oh, it was a rocket underneath that. I think the rocket didn't go through it. It went from underneath. That's pretty cool. Right, let's just start sending them that way. So the thing is as well, we can't go up any higher because we don't have the level 3. So I'll have to bring these ones over here to over this location and then bring them on top of that, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to have to do is grab everything from here. We're going to copy that and take that up onto another level. And then on this shelf, we need to remove that and that. And then we need to pull these out separately, which is a little tight, if you ask me. I think I'm going to have to do this one, yeah, a little differently. I've kind of like blocked myself in the corner because I can't get these belts to come around here now. Because I blocked myself in here, because then if I was to do it that way as well, what I should have done is built one of these just here. Like that. That should have been what I should have done. I can, because I can just grab this and delete that, right? We can delete that. What would have been... I'm pretty sure you can do it, right? Clone selection. Yes, you can, see? So now I'm just going to rotate it and put it that way. Yeah. Just do that. Do that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Clone that. No. What was... Yeah, clone is just Control-C, yeah. I did that before and it wouldn't allow me, it wouldn't take the bits with it. Bitz. That's me. God, I'm such a child. Right, so now with this, we need to get these pieces over here into this section. Right, so I've kind of done this method here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these items from this shelf, bring them across here, and then send them back around like this, just like that. And then all I need to do now is just basically grab this section and then do that. Right? Wait. That way. That way. I just need to remove that. Because then this can come along here. Right? Am I right there? That's... Oh, wait a minute. Why did I do 4 down there? I only needed to do 2. Ah, you spoon, Bitz, you spoon. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. Wait, now do that. Remove this. We don't need the middle ones. Go back up a layer. Copy that piece. Right. Go here, take it down and connect it there. Right? That's what we need to do. Connect that to there. Whereas this piece can come down here and connect to that. Right? And then it can do that. And that's going to make the pieces we need. Now we have the polished stones. You gotta love a little puzzle, right? You gotta love a little puzzle. And let's go over here. Let's get our miner down. Just like you would in Classic. Boop, boop, boop. Give me a platform. We don't need a big one. To be honest, we don't even need this here. What I would like, really... Oh, it's depending. I could just bring one of these to this. So, I'm just going to do that. And then I'm just going to not do that. I didn't want to delete that. I accidentally did it. Control-C... Actually, no, let me put the thingies down first. Right, and then we can copy this. And I can copy that, send it over here to the square. And then we can send that to where it needs to go to. We can actually remove all of that as well, because we can copy that from here if we need to. We're not sending... Oh, we are going to send more... Oh, no, we're not going to send more of them. We're sending the polished ones, right? So let's just remove that. Let's just get this boy coming all the way over here and dropping off into there. Beautiful. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another platform. I'm going to put that there just like that. I'm just going to send this straight through. Like this. Like so. And then over here, I'm going to get the stackers. And I'm just going to get them ready here. So that's 6 there. That's 6 there. No, it's not. That is. And then we'll do 6 here like this. I need to think about positioning here, don't I? Because that's going to go into there. We'll need... I can't do it that way, can I? Because we need the squares to come in. Because this is fine here. But then over here, what I'm going to do is... Oh, get myself a lift. Take you up. Into that. And then into that, right? Because then over here, it's just super easy to just add them into there. Like that. And then that's the shape being made, you see? So that's that done. So we need to remove that. Because then we need to send this and combine it in the manufacturer, right? So we need to put this down. And then bring the items in. So I'm going to just delete that. I just wanted to see where. Because if I flip it... Because I've got to throw that down here. I'm just going to put another platform down there, even though we don't need it. Well, the game allows you to do what you want to do. We can just send that into there. First of all, we get these. Start heading that way. Like that. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm just going to send that down the... oh, no, because of the things there. Yeah, I can't. I was going to say I was going to send that down the middle because then I can just move that way, but I couldn't lift it because the squares are there. What I could do though, actually, come to think of it, is do that and then that. Give myself some more space. Yes. Because now I can get the stackers. Throw them there like this. We're going to take the squares. Wait, the squares need to... Oh, I've done the shape. Oh my god, I did the shapes wrong. Do it. Oh, no. The squares were meant to be on the bottom bits, not on... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Why are you guys panicking? Stop panicking. I've told you this before. All we need to do is just do it that way. I was just showing you guys what would happen if you do it wrong. Right? And that's what we just did. Exactly. Right? So, lesson learned. I was just showcasing what not to do. There you go, right? And now we're making the pieces that we need to be making. Right? So I'm going to connect that back up there. You see? Right? I'm just going to remove that. I don't have the trash bin, do I? No. I do not. Because the plan is, we're going to do that. We're going to go up a shelf. Circles are going to come along here. They're going to go on top. Like so. Oh. I did it wrong. Only I could do so many mistakes this video. You know? Only I can do this many mistakes showcasing the awesome game that is Shapez 2. If it wasn't the way I did it, would I really be a spoon? No. I would not be. This is the Bitz way. This is the Bitz way. Ah, no. Wait, there. No. That way. There we go. We got there in the end, chat. Right? I love how I still call you guys over here on YouTube chat, even though I'm not live. There we go. Now we're getting the pieces. The only thing we need to do now is we need to send this polished stuff off, don't we? Why have we got an empty line here? Oh, yes, because we're not using these anymore, are we? We're not using these. So why do I not then just remove that, right? Copy this whole section. Grab that. And do that. Right? We do that. We don't need this section here. We don't need this section here. But instead of sending that onto that line, right? We send that onto that line. And then send that through here. And then all of these are together then. You see? And then we can just grab the space highway and bring you all the way down here. And that goes straight into the manufacturer. Right? Boom. Bada bing, bada bosh. And here comes my polished stuff. I just need to check if I did set this up correctly. Did I set this up correctly? Did I set this up correctly? I didn't, did I? It is very unoptimized. Believe it or not, I play a lot of factory games. And this is just one of them days. But anyway, this is the manufacturer mode. If you want to see more, I will be live playing this at the same day if you're watching this on release. But again, guys, go and check out the game in the link in the description and go and get yourself some Shapez 2. It's super fun game. This is probably the worst start I've ever had on Shapez 2, but shenanigans. It goes to show that this is not scripted. But much love, and as always, thank you so much for watching and keep smiling.